I grew up in a family who attended church. Then when I was older, I kind of went off and did things my own way. I got into drugs and drank and smoked and ended up living with a man whom I wasn't married to. It was really an emotional roller coaster. I was depressed. I had a daughter and wasn't married. Life seemed to go up and down every day. As I tried to get off of the drugs, I'd quit for a couple of weeks and think I had everything under control. And then I'd go right back to doing them and everything that I used to do.
10 years ago, my husband and I were on our way to Colorado for our daughter's wedding. And we stopped at a hotel and stayed overnight that night. The very next morning, when I was getting dressed, I was putting on my makeup, was looking in the mirror, and suddenly I was getting dizzy, and my face, I could see the changes was going on in my body, and I could tell it was a stroke. I lost all feeling in my left side. I lost my speech. I lost all power in my body, my left side. And at that time, just a flash of a second, I saw my Aunt Irene, who had a stroke many years ago and also died because of the stroke. I saw that, and it was just like the devil was just laughing at me, saying that this is you.
When I was in my teenage years, I was looking to fill a void. The things I tried to fill that void with being drugs, alcohol, sex, popularity, just striving to have those things, thinking that those things would actually truly satisfy me. I was searching for something, but I had no idea what it was. I was depressed. I felt alone. I felt like there was no one I could turn to. Thoughts of suicide would always pop up. To damper those suicidal thoughts, that's when I would get heavy into alcohol, drugs, just to try to get relief from how oppressed I was in life.
All this pain, I wonder if I'll ever find my way. I wonder if my life could really change at all. All this earth, could all that is lost ever be found? Could a garden come up from this ground at all? You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of the dust. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. All around, hope is springing up from this old ground. Out of chaos, life is being found in you. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of the dust. You make beautiful things. You
One night, I decided to watch The Passion of the Christ with my friend. Watching that movie compelled me to want to attend church the next morning. And that very day, I decided to give my life to Christ. When I made that commitment, I didn't feel any different at all in my body, but on the inside, there was a weight that literally felt removed, and I finally felt free. Since that commitment, I've grown a lot, I've learned a lot, and now I'm in a position to where I can help people that were in the same problems, the same deficits, the same hopelessness that I felt and that I was in, and that they don't have to live that way either. There is absolutely nothing else that I've experienced that is more fulfilling than living for Him, and I choose to continue in that until I finally leave this place.
Thank God I have a husband who's a praying husband. He spoke over me right away. And even though I couldn't speak, I was trusting the Lord completely and believing that, Lord, you're with me, and this is not the plans and purposes you have for me. We got to the hospital. We went straight to the emergency room, and they said, literally, you should definitely be completely paralyzed right now or even dead. And I said, no, this is not the plan God has for me. I said, I know I'm healed, I'm whole. And before midnight that night, every symptom of my stroke was gone. Everything went back to place. My speech came back. I was healed and whole. They kept me there for 4 days, testing me, trying to figure out why am I not still having those symptoms. They sent me to a neurologist, and they couldn't find anything on me. I know without a doubt my God is my healer. He is the God that healeth thee. Because of Him, I'm alive. I'm alive and well and completely restored. He restored my health.
One night, I cried out to God, and I asked Him for help because I knew that He was the only one that could help me do this. And then I just went to bed like any other night. I woke up like someone had tapped me on the shoulder, and my room was shining bright like the sun. And Jesus said to me, this is for you, and this is for your daughter. From that day on, I never did drugs again. I never had the desire to drink and smoke. That stuff just fell off of my life. I got my first Bible. I started reading it. I had a new desire to live life. I wanted to be a good mother. And from then on, my life took an uphill turn. My daughter and I ended up moving out. I ended up getting my own house and coming to Light of the World, where I ended up meeting my husband, who's a wonderful father to my daughter and treats her like she's his own. And I couldn't ask for anything more. And now I know what God had done. He had taken my heart of stone and given me a heart of flesh. And I had to make that decision to trust God and know that He would work things out for my good.
This is the simple truth, that everyone who believes will have eternal life in him. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. This means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone, the new life has begun.